G'day guys, and welcome to World of Tanks with the Magnificent Margon. Well, today is a battle on my M7. Now the M7 medium tank is not a bad tank. I think this is not quite the top gun. I think this is the second highest gun you can get. But once I got that, this tank started to actually play to my skills and play to my advantages. The only reason why I'm not moving is because I'm actually trying to decide what to do. I didn't know which way to go, and I haven't actually played the left hand side a hell of a lot. So, you know what, I thought in Corella, I haven't done it very often, let's take the chance. I've always played it safe, gone down to the heavy valley, particularly in my Japanese medium tank, and duked it out down there. And I thought, you know what, I'm on this roll of doing changes, and my gut was actually telling me go left, go around the A1 or the one line and go up that way and assault. And I sort of thought, you know what, let's do this as an experiment. Let's try it out. And as I said in my last video yesterday, or today, as I'm recording it the day before, you really need to actually take the chances. Go with your gut. Go, oh gee, have a look at the lineup. See what you're going to verse against. And if it works, you know what to do next time. You know where to sit, where they're going to come from a bit more. And they're all about learning in this game. And as you can see, I got the Electo, and it was probably a bit of a fluke. Like, we've got a pretty decent team here. I took a very big pot shot there, and the M3 leaves down, and that's okay. 49's taking a bit of damage. I'm still pretty good, and the Converter is full health too. So really, it's up to me and him as a medium tank and a light tank to go and scan it for the 49. The M4's popped up. I've reversed, trying to see if I can get a shot. There's a shot. Only a critical hit, but that's okay. Obviously, I've damaged something, and I got a penetration on the second shot, so that's good. And I do like the fire rate of this gun. Having that 3.2 seconds, 3.27 seconds fire rate is great. There's that flak bus. Ooh, I hit the rock there. That's a bugger. Now I only played this one a little while ago, but generally I don't. I play a lot of the tanks that I'm regularly playing. Now I am working towards getting a T57 or Type 57, whichever way it is. There's a few of us actually in the process of working on getting them. Well, myself and Kaz and Harlequin are actually on the road to working, to getting it, just because they're a very strong tank, very good armor, and at the same time they do a lot of damage. As you can see, I've stopped there. Now I've stopped for one reason. You wait the 6 seconds, you pop off the radar. As you see the flat bus, I spotted him, he spotted me. I took just a quick pot shot at him, and I thought, you know what, take the risk and move up. We've got to keep him spotted. Now, as you can see, the Duke Out Valley, well done Chihi, it's a nice position to be in. You've spotted me, and there's nothing I can do in the open but keep moving. Keep moving forward, get up in this position. Now it's really weird, I think I found a bug right here. I actually fell down that hole there and I got stuck. So if this flak bus was paying attention, he would have been probably able to get around there and kill me, but he wasn't, so thankfully. That's interesting. There's a bug there, or you just fall in a big hole. So it's something I keep in mind from now on. As you can see, I'm side scraping now. It's really quite funny because Kaz actually said to me, do you really think you can side scrape in a medium tank? Well, sometimes I can. Now I know that flak bus there is focusing on me. He is tunnel visioning like no tomorrow. So if I can break the contact, let's see if I can see this Chi here. And I didn't spot him, someone else spotted him, and he's under fire. Now I've gone up again to check what the flak bus is doing. Nope, he's still tunnel visioning on me. Woof. Okay, now he's changing. No, he's moving back. And I thought, he really wants to kill me, and if he's that desperate, I'll just sit here. I'm not worried. I don't have to kill him. There's no reason to kill him. There's a grilly. The bus is down. I've come out to try and get the grilly. Ooh, gone a bit too far, and our scumbag's got him. It's okay. I can live with that because at least I know that if I didn't have the flak bust I could have hit, I would have hit the scumbag could have possibly killed me. So one way or another, I could have died very easily then. So yeah, all I can say is it wasn't a great game, but I actually learnt more about this side of the map when doing the assault down this side. So it's more or less you know you're going to be duking it out on Corelli up around here a lot with a lot of faster tanks. So the sooner you can move from where our starting area is into here, it is a hell of a lot better for you. You can get into hold down positions, you can do lots of things. So really and truly, I did enjoy this battle. It was a good win. 424 damage is not too bad. Like when you think about it, most tanks on average at this level have about 400 hit points. So in my books, that's pretty acceptable. It's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. And we didn't have a lot of tanks on the side of the map, so it really did work out for me. And I think I might even try going this way a little bit more often now. Particularly maybe even my Jap tank, my STA-1, or I might even bring down the IS3 if I get on this map, because the IS3 is a fast tank. I give it credit, it is very quick and it's very low profile, and the low profile might actually help me out in that rock range in the background here. It's just there's plenty of hold down positions where I can side scrape in it. Tiger 2, it's not too bad at side scraping, but around here it might be too big a target and too bulky to be seen. So I don't know whether I'll try to take Tiger 2 this way, but it's definitely that it might be something that I consider. I have brought my Tiger 2 up around this side of the mountain before. Now the only thing is I know that this side can potentially be weak just because of the fact that you can have people sitting up here in this lookout sniping across the valley into this area. So they're the other things that you got to be mindful of on Corella. It is a good map. It is a great open map playing, and I do enjoy playing on it. The only thing I don't enjoy is when you got to do assault maps where you have the flag, and the flag is actually sitting, if we get my mini map, up here in the rock face, so over there in the distance there, and this team starts here and this team's assaulting here, and I must admit I don't enjoy it that much, because you know the teams are going to meet up here, you know the teams are going to meet up here, and I've actually turned assault mode off because I get this map too much in assault and I hate this map. Siegfried Line, I don't mind playing assault on that one. Assault in that one is probably a lot more fun, but I don't get that one often enough, and I get Corella a lot more, and I really must insist that this is one of the hardest maps to actually assault on. The defenders, if they can't win this map, it's a surprise, because all they do is you hold down along these rock lines here on this side, and I've done it a lot, and you snipe up right here or right there, and that's generally where everyone comes through. Sometimes, if you're lucky, they'll come up this way, which is coming around these rocks here, but it's very rare. So as a defender, you've got more of a chance on this map to win than you do as an attacker. But then again, I've had my fair share of attackers winning. So it's in all, I think Corella is a great map, and I sort of wanted to show you Corella from the point of view of also letting you know about these maps, and how sort of versatile they are. And Corella is a very good map. I do enjoy assault, but at the same time, I don't enjoy it as much as I used to. I can't get into the assault mode of attacking. I have to be able to have a flag that I can go and capture, or go and defeat a team. It's just, see there, and as a defender, if you defend and you keep them out and the timer runs out, then you win. So what's the point in trying to get yourself killed? You just hold down, get in a position to deflect, and hope the rest of your team do it. All the time I'm defending though, on this side of the map, the side that I assaulted from, is actually probably the weaker side of the map. And I've seen a lot of people actually break through on this side, and if these guys up here just play passively, you could probably find that you would actually survive long enough that you would have this team move around. It all depends upon what you have situated on this side, and probably putting on that side of the map some really good heavy tanks. Someone who's a light tank to do your spotting, to come up here and spot, but really once the attackers get up to here, they break off and they come around this way and they come around this way. Not a lot this way because it is way too exposed to actually being assaulted from this side. So a lot of time I've noticed attackers bypass this and use a little valley down here, or they actually just zip straight around, sorry, this way around here, and use the cover of all these rocks to try and sneak in here to break through. And this is why I think this side is actually the weaker side in defending, and you've really got to try and find the right position to hold down in this rock face. Now that rock face on the map is sort of over here, and you only really have that one big rock to defend off, which you can use quite nicely to snipe up that alleyway. And then you've got all these other little rocks. Other thing to be mindful of in the assault is generally up here on the top you have a lot of your TDs that may sit, or your scumbags may sit to try and just dig you out, more or less. And that's the way it is on assault. Now I haven't played assault for a little while now. I played one battle the other day and went, oh my god, I can't play this anymore. So yeah, there you go, a little bit of knowledge about Corella. I hope that helps. So yeah, so let's go over to my next battle, which is in my IS. Okay guys, here we are on Mountain Pass. This is on my IS3. This is actually a battle we lost. I actually sort of half rage quit, purely because I was not in the mood to know that we lost. It was sort of a bit disappointing at the same time. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not going down this snow pathway, which is coming around this way to the mountain pass. I'm no good at. I can't do it. It's just not a strong enough position for me. Whereas I find actually, which is probably one of the harder positions on the map, is actually, oh excuse me, the bridge. I generally find that I will actually assault the bridge more times than I will. Now I saw the E50 go this way and went, yes, okay, I've got a good light tank here. I'm hoping he can do some good spots on me. I thought, okay, yeah, an E50, an IS3, yeah, we should be able to hold this up quite nicely. I've come around this corner here. Okay, T30's here, cool, that's alright. E50 zipped down there. Why has E50 gone so far? Okay, we got a 44 medium tank. Yeah, that's not too bad. Can I get a shot on him? I'll take a pot shot. Yeah, pot shot's taken. Let's move back. And then I've seen the E50 drop off the cliff, and I've gone, you're going to be kidding me. I need you up here. I need you to be my eyes. And you've just dropped off the face of the earth up here for me. So I'm like, okay, now it's me against a T30 and a T44. And that's not really what I want. Okay, let's get on a hold of. Now I saw that object, 704 on the hill there. I saw the T30. I took the pot shot. and it's flown over the top of that, but I couldn't hit the T30 anyway. He's hold down, he's in a great position where my shots will be eaten by his tracks, and I'm not going to take that risk, so I can sit here and wait. So I actually did sit here and I waited. Now I know that scumbags are probably pretty well homing in on this position. I've had a lot of scumbags actually shoot me in this position. And, or even on my scumbag, I have shot here to dig them out, because I know that if you assault the bridge and you assault it hard and fast, you can actually win. Now this T30's got confident, come out, and I fired a shot. I've actually loaded, as you can see, preemie rounds. Now, I wiggled my turret just before I knew he was about to fire to give me that chance. Now the only reason why I loaded a preemie round, I hit his track, which is unfortunate, there's the first scumbag shot, is because I thought we're going to lose this, and I'm going to do as much damage as fast as I can, as much as it, and there you go, there's that twisting of the turret again to try and deflect his shot, which worked for me. I thought, you know what, I have to dig this guy. Okay, now he's hiding, and I thought, I've got to move, and just as I said that, as you can see, I've zoomed out, ready to move, and the scumbag has hit me. And I was like, okay, no, fair enough, scumbags hit me. I've slammed myself hard against this rock. The T-44's down the valley now. I like how the Leopard PT is actually saying attention. Yep, what can we do? I can't do anything. I've got a T-30. And that's how, okay, now he just hit me. I can't see him. Time to get out of here. I know the scumbag's pretty close, so I've sort of half wiggled out. And then I moved off. I've got, alright, we've got a tortoise. And we've just lost that PZ. We've got a Leopard back at base, SU-51. I thought, well, the only thing I can do now is I can come up here and try and help this tortoise to a certain extent, but he is a long way across, and I'm pretty sure that KV-5 is coming across. Sure enough, there he is. There's the KV-5. Okay. All I can do is take the best shot I can at the KV-5. I know I would have been spotted, which I have been, and I'm pretty confident I'm not going to get another shot off on that KV-5 now. I saw the IS 8 coming across, play out a shot into him, and I've still got premium rounds like, and now I know that a lot of people sit there saying, well, they're the skill shots, why would you use them? Well, the only reason why I'm using them is because I want to make sure I'm doing the most amount of damage and doing what I can for my team. Now I've got into a silly hold down position. Now if I pause this, oop, wrong buttons. Now as you can see, where they are, if I zoom out to where they'll be assaulting from, which is coming around this corner here, and we look at my hole, where is the camera? Okay, we look at the hole angle as I zoom in, put that off, and I've got way too much of myself exposed. I've currently got this exposed here, and they can penetrate through this point here. And that's exactly what happens to me. Now, even though I've got a pike nose, currently I have actually just created a big flat panel just here. Now that was my own silliness. I did half realise that, as you can see, after they've shot me, and I've gone, wow, I was not enough, and I should have actually been a hell of a lot flatter into that corner. I've hit the ball sig. That was my bad. I didn't have the stats coming up again, showing characters. Hit the ball sig, and he hit me, and I took a big hit, and there's my fire hit, and they've actually ammo racked me. So it was sort of disappointing. Now I know the E50 said half my team can't play. Well, it's not about half the team can't play. We all got to play together, and sometimes you have a team that works, and sometimes you don't. And if I consult XVM once again, and you look at our team, like, okay, the ones that sort of probably did survive the longest, which is 1, 2, 3 here, all the people with the high experience did very well. There are a couple of low people, and maybe it's just people have new tanks. Now, with the 5 times weekend that we've just had, I know there are a lot of people with new tanks on the block. I'm not one of those people. I've only really got my M7, which I own probably just before 5 times a weekend, or on 5 times a weekend. So I'm a little bit new on that tank, and I'm still getting a little bit used to it. But because I've played my Japanese tank and I've played a few medium tanks in between it, I sort of have a good idea and understanding of how to play them. And once again, I will stress this, and I can't stress this enough. You really do need to play tanks with a lot of tanks. Now, I know that buying gold and things like that sounds ridiculous, but trust me, you spend $50, whatever it may be, maybe get yourself a bit of premium time like I've done. To set myself up at the get-go, and as you can see, I nearly did 2,000 damage. I did use the skill shots that people say. That's fine. I'm not using gold to buy it. I'm using normal credits, so it's actually costing me money. And I actually think this battle did cost me money in the end, but I did it just to prove a point that sometimes you've got to take those risks, and you've got to have those premium rounds there and available. Now, as I was saying, you buy the gold, you get yourself a few more garage spots, so that you're able to farm up a few different tanks, as well as swapping your crews over to your new tank. If you keep pushing your crews up, the experience you get, and retrain them to 100% like I do, means that you'll get all the different skills. Now, a lot of my low tier tanks don't have those 100% crews, unless I really like the tank a lot and I will play it again. And there are a few of those that I do retrain the crew as 100%. Otherwise, I'll probably retrain them at 80, 75%, depending upon how I feel. But yeah, I don't think there's really a lot more else I can say. If you get yourself some premium run, you get better XP, better gold rewards from the battles. And the other thing is getting the gold, getting a lot more garage slots available for you to use. Now, I know you start off with 1 garage slot for every single tier 1 tank, and a lot of us go, oh, well, I'm going to go this one and I'm going to sell this tank because I'm not going to play that. Like, whatever, who cares? To play tanks, you need to be versatile, and you need to learn light tanks, you need to learn medium tanks, you need to learn TDs, scumbags, and heavy tanks. It doesn't matter what you play. Some people find playing in a heavy tank, like I do, a lot more fun, and I do enjoy playing in a heavy tank. I think playing in a heavy tank is great. Having all that troll armor on a tank is cool. And again, I do enjoy playing a TD. Now, a TD is really strong too, because of its full frontal armor, so you can just stand in front of some targets and go, you can't penetrate me. But then if you play a mobile turret TD like I do, you got to play it like a medium tank with a big gun. So it just depends upon your different playing styles, and that's why I always say, get out there, try tanks, get out there, try positioning, different positioning. Now, as you saw earlier, I played my medium tank, and I went a completely different way to what I would customly do. And I would not normally go that way, and that's all I can say. Change it up, spend a little bit of money. I know some people don't have the ability to buy the credits. I know that there are a lot of young gamers out there that can't convince their parents to give them a bit of gold so they can buy a few more slots. I understand that, and sometimes you just got to do the best with what you've got. But my best recommendation is to make sure that you do tanks the best you can, and you play the best you can, and you play the tanks that you are strong in. It's taken me a long time to find the tanks that I'm good at, and actually now that I've got a little bit more experience under my belt, the first tanks I played, like the Carnarvon and like the Conqueror, I'm now actually going back and playing a few battles every now and then, like you saw on my Anzac Day video, that I've actually got a lot better, and I've learnt to side scrape, and I've learnt to use the armor on the tanks to do things, and I've become much better at doing things just from playing a multitude of different tanks and experimenting with them and understanding. So yeah, guys, if you like this video, please like it. I actually did get a comment, and I'm very happy that I got my first comment, and it was actually someone saying, you're doing a great job. and it made me feel really good. It made me feel like this is worthwhile doing. Someone's actually said something. So please, if you want to leave a comment, say, hey, look, you're a noob or you're an idiot or whatever, it doesn't bother me. I want to know, and I want to learn myself. And the only way you learn is by asking. And I do ask. Give your feedback in the comments below. Say, hey, look, what if you consider this? Have you ever done this? And you never know. In a video coming up, I might actually try something that you guys suggest to me to do. So yeah, comments, liking. If you don't like it, dislike it. Doesn't bother me one way or another what you do. If you choose to hit the dislike button because you think that's the funny thing to do, and haha, I disliked your video, yeah, great. Disliking and liking doesn't matter. It's not going to change the video. If you like the video, great. Hit the like button. I've also got a Facebook page. Come join me over there and like me there. I do post up. Ooh, yeah, I did do that again today. I'll do that now after I finish this video. Come over there. I do post as often as I can when I remember. I've actually had a busy day today. I was out happening. I was out helping my workplace, the school that I work at, with their cross country today. So that's probably why I haven't posted today's video up as quickly as I should, or yesterday's, by the time this video gets out on Facebook. So just come join me over there, like it. You'll get notified as soon as I get videos put up, or as soon as I actually say I've put a video up. Otherwise, subscribing will give you an email about the latest videos I've put out, things like that. Otherwise, just check in every day. I do upload. It will be uploading about 8:30. It will be released as a public thing for you guys to view. So that's 8:30 AM Brisbane time in Australia. So keep that in mind. So work it out. I don't know, you can Google hours. I think we're GMT plus 10. I've also now just got my email working. If you want to send through replays to me that I might be able to use or put up and things like that, it would be really good if you did things like that too. And then I also learn from doing those things too if you show me your videos. So please, if you're going to send me them, don't send me the file. If I have problems watching your file, going through World of Tanks replays, which is in the description below the link to that site, it will then allow you to have access there. I'll watch your web link. If you just email me the web link, give me a brief description in the email, and then I can sit down and watch it, and depending on what I think, I might actually use it or I might not use it. So I'm sure there are a lot better players than me out there, and I know for a fact that you guys as better players will probably send your stuff in, and hey, I'll learn from that stuff and I might become a better player too, and that's all I'm about, getting better at this game. So yeah, as you can see, I lost tonight on my IS3, but I win on my M7, and I took a bit of a gamble going a new direction. But yeah, happy hunting guys, and I'll catch you on that battlefield.